Hi there, it's Stacey McDonald, and it is the middle of August 2022. We are in the throes of a full moon. They say it's the last super moon of this year. It is known around here in Canada as the Sturgeon moon. It is a time of rebirth and a time of strength, among other things. It's also a time of renewal and healing. This is the big message for this time. Is it is a time for healing. The thing is energetically, our body, and when I talk about our body, I'm talking about ourself. So our triangle. For the people that know me, the top of the triangle is our mental self. The bottom right of our triangle is our emotional self, and the bottom left is our physical self. All of those parts of our self work together. If we're ignoring any one of those parts or one of them is taking over, usually it's mental and emotional self. Our thoughts govern our feelings govern our thoughts. They run us around like a little dog on a very long chain, as I always say. And so it just like, everything can go, busy head syndrome. Sometimes we forget about physical self. The stuff that mental and emotional are usually pulling us around on is that bit about fear, doubt, worry, guilt, the four big energy blockers, as I call them. Okay, so when we recognize that there is fear, doubt, worry, and sometimes guilt, but at the same time, that's normal for our mental and emotional self. At the same time, we need to recognize the full triangle. Our angels can help us, but also moon cycles can help us, and also Reiki can help us. And also just recognizing that sometimes we just need to mend things. If we mend one small thing, then sometimes that can make a big difference in the other big things in our life. So even though little things need to be mended, and bigger things need to be mended, but sometimes when we pay attention to the small things, then the bigger things can look after themselves. Sometimes when we angelically and energetically look after the little things, then the bigger things look after themselves. Small thing, I don't know, for me, I have a favorite t-shirt, okay? And I've had it for a couple years. It is my fave, but it had a little hole in it, and it was noticeable, and just a little tiny hole. And I thought, that's too bad, because it is noticeable. It's just, and I thought, wow, so, all right, so that's done. I'll just get a new t-shirt. But I thought, no, I really like this t-shirt, right? That's how we feel about potentially ourselves as well. If there's a little tiny something that we can fix, then let's do that. So on my way home the other day, I stopped at the dollar store and I got a sewing kit. Okay. And I do have my own sewing kit, but I felt that I needed a new one. And when I saw this one lined up in all of the chakra colors, I thought, you know what? I'm doing this. So anyway, it's a small thing. I made the mend. I still have my favorite t-shirt. I love it. The thing is that sometimes these tiny mends can be made. This is the big deal energy message this month. Not really this month, because we're mid-month, but at this time. And what the full moon energy is allowing us to feel is that we can make small changes that make a big difference to messages that come our way. Messages that come our way? Yeah, sometimes messages that come our way. We can make the small changes, even though we feel that we need to make the big changes. But when we make the small changes, the big changes, answers come for the big changes. Are you hearing me here? Unless we look after the little stuff, the big stuff there will be no answers to. Okay? I'm going to do a healing meditation in another video, but for now, I think we just need to know what Archangel is working with us at this time. Who would be working with this? Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of know, but they surprise me because sometimes it's a totally different message. Let's see. Let's go below. Crystal clear intentions, Archangel Michael. This is it. Crystal clear intentions, Archangel Michael. We need to know what we need to do to heal ourselves. Nobody knows. But we do know the little things that we need to look after on the daily, even if they're mending a t-shirt, even if they're clearing up this or cleaning that and so on. As we look after the little stuff, the bigger stuff comes our way. And if you don't believe me, believe Archangel Michael, who is our defender, our advocate, our protector, and also our dream guy. Use him as your shield as you continue to ignite and force. He enforces as you ignite and continue to build your own personal life force energy. But look after the little things. It's the little things that will make the difference so they can bring the big things to you. Who does Archangel Michael work with on a regular? Well, it's Archangel Ariel. But it's also Archangel Raphael, the healing archangel. So they never leave home without each other. So if he's working with you, and if you're listening to this message, then he is, then we're all working together. But he also gives the to-do list. You need to look after the little things, and then the big things will be obvious to you as time goes forward. But continue to do the little things. I know they're little things, but keep doing it. Keep doing it. Anyway, love you all. So do your angels, and thank you for listening, and talk again soon.